last session we stopped near the example of Java arrays, right? Like today we'll start with the example only, and then we'll finish the OOPS concept, bit of OOPS concept. So today we'll be learning all these things. So first I'll complete of this Java arrays. Yeah. So I'll take a new thing called arrays. I'll open a new package, that is arrays.
Hello.
Yeah.
Your screen is not here.
Okay. Just a minute. You have shared it. So you can see my screen, right? So I have created one new package called as arrays. Inside that I'll be creating a class called as what I'll create something like okay, I'll create array one only, or else I'll take car. Sorry, this should be in capital. So I have created a class. So inside that, just I'll show you how to create a array. I've taken a main method. So this is we have already told you like how we will be creating the array. See, this is how uh, the variable, the what are the data type which we are using now, data type, since next to that you should use a square braces, and the variable name, and for that will be giving in flower bracket, you will be giving the array thing, like means similar data types. So whatever is, suppose if you have given the string, means you will be giving in the string only. So if it is integer, means the number value will be giving. So that one we will be seeing in the example now. So yeah, over here first I will create a string type. String of array. Array is represented by square braces, and I will take something called cars. That is equals to I'll be giving some string values, This is a brand which I am giving, Volvo and something like BMW, comma Ford, Ford. So these are some examples, and close with semicolon. And I'll be printing this statement using system.out.println. Yeah. So how you will see, if I print only cars, you will get the like only heap memories address you will get. See, this value will be like it will be created, no, it will store in heap memory. I'll tell you in classes, so you will come to understand. It will be stored this into the heap memory. So you will, if I want to take this, if I want to display this things, no, I can display only one by one. Okay, so car of 0, that is Volvo. Why I have given 0 is the index value. Index value starts from 0, 1 and 2 and 3, like that it will start, right? So see, I'll take here, it starts from 0, 1, 2 and 3, like that usually it starts. And coming to the same thing, you can also do. If you want to print that like full all the numbers, no, you should put it inside the loop and then you should print. So you cannot print directly like cars. If you just give a cars, no, it will print the address value. So inside that car, you will be printing, giving the index value, and if you want like that, you can print. So suppose if I want to print like if you want to print, no, like you should put it inside the loop and you should run. So I'll tell you how to like do it. And coming to this is an another example which I told you guys. See, like a index value, this one I have explained now only. Index value, and if you want to change it, this one I have explained you, right? I'll show the demo. See, I have some examples over here. So I'll change the string of cars to different. So I'll take cars of 0 is equals to, that is cars of 0 is equals to I'll give any other car name. So what we'll give so on. So if I run it, see, the car of 0, the value is changed. You can see, right, the value will get changed. So this is one example, guys. So I'll give more examples when I'm running it, the further classes. So they'll same thing. We'll run it in the loop and we'll just try to print. All the things. So what we'll do at that time, we need the same line. So I'll copy it and paste. So we'll be running this thing, see. So at that time what we need, we'll take one for loop said that int of I, that is index value, is equals to 0. Sorry, I. Int of integer value is equals to 0, and I of cars dot length. This is length means that how, what I will tell, that cars things length, the array's length. The length is used for the array length. I have already told you in the previous class. See, why we use length is to know the length of that thing. Like it will tell you the length of that array. Cars dot length means it will show you. It will print like the number of like 4. So it will print. So when you come here, I'll also print and show here. Cars dot length. We'll comment this. I'll print and show. See, it is showing 3, 0, 1, and sorry 1, 2, and 3. It will the length is start from 1 only, but the index value starts from 0. So that we'll be using length over here. So to know the length of that thing should be lesser than of I. This one why I have given lesser than means because the length is less, should be lesser only here, because it starts from 0, 1, and 2. So 2 is lesser than 3 na. So for that it will be, we will be using a lesser than symbol over here, and here again I plus plus. For every loop it should get incremented. The index value should get incremented. For that we will be given I plus plus. Here again I will give system.out.println car of I. So if I give this and then run it, see, you will get all 3 things. Similarly, when you have multiple things also, you can do this. So this is a small example, guys. So you will be doing in the further things coming in the OOPS concept and all, you will be using. So I will be showing it there also. So the next thing is, so coming to arrays is done. So I think you are cleared with arrays, array, and see array loop also is done. And similarly, you have a multi-dimensional array. So what is multi-dimensional array? See, you have 2 things, that is single dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array means like when it is will be useful when you have more like a table, more rows and columns to create kind of tables like that. It will be useful. Okay. So how it will be, how we will create that multi-dimensional array is, I'll show you one short example. Yeah, okay. I'll create a new class. Where is it? New class. Okay. So here what we will be doing is, I'll take one main statement and so here nothing but guys, like we'll be just taking int. I'll show the integer example. int of two array braces and next we will be giving a variable name, that is numbers is equals to, so have taken 1. So here in previous example what we did is, see, in this previous example what we used to do is we used to take only one curly braces. Since it is multi-dimensional over here, now what it means, again you should take another braces. This is two things which you will be having. Okay, here again you should give some numbers. This is the data of first thing and this is the data of six. This is the first data of the data of first array and this is the data of second array. So how we'll print this, we'll see. So suppose if I want to print this this fourth thing, you imagine, or I will print this one. Well, how we will print is, we will take numbers of, if you want to print this one, this index value 1 and 2, that is, sorry, 0 and 1, 1 of, again inside that if you want to print the first one, you should give and print it, see, we will get 4. So this one also includes an index value, see, this one also, this is 0 and this is 1, this is 1. So inside that again 1, 2, 3 is there. No, inside that also 0, 1, 2, 3 it will take. So again if you want to print any other number is, how I will print it. For 0 of 0, the 0 of 1, 0 of 1, 0 of 2. So it will print these three numbers, 4, 1, 2 and 3 it will print. I'll just print it. Yeah, see, it is printed. You can see here 4, 1, 2 and 3. So I think you are cleared here, guys, how it runs multi-dimensional. And the same thing if you want to run it in the loop, no, it is a bit different. I'll tell you how it will in this example only. See, if suppose I want to using loop, this is only printing only 1, 1, 1 we can print. No, if I want to do it in the single thing only, so you can put it inside the loop. So here we will be using nested loops. Okay, so I'll take int of I is equals to 0, I less than my, that is my numbers dot length okay. So you know why I am using this statement, and here I plus plus. So you know why I have used this statement. Okay, here I should use I, sorry. Yeah, I. So next what I'll be doing is, here inside this I'll be again taking another for loop. Int, I'll take another thing that is called as j equals 0 and j lesser than, it should be lesser than number of I, that is I. I'll tell you why I have given I over here. J plus plus. I'll tell you how this loop will run. Okay. See here how it, why I have given j should be lesser than I dot length. Why it should be lesser than I dot length. Okay. See here this line have already explained you. See integer of 0 in the sense, see it will enter this side, so integer of 1 and 2 it will, sorry 0 and 1 it will take, but coming to here have taken I means first the value will be 0 over here. Okay, this will be first value will be 0. See I'll comment here and I'll write. So first the value will be, so first the I value is equals to 0, that is here I will be 0. Later after incrementing I will become 1. So it will till come only I value will come till 1 only, because index value is stopping here inside 1 only. So if you want to print inside of that, you are using another loop, that is like we are doing nested loop here, for loop. So that is how it runs. When I value is equals to 0, yeah, see, so I have already taken one thing. So for that only j of I should be, here j means j it will take the 1, 2 and 3, this value it will take, this index inside value it will, in index value it will take. So for that only I have taken j. You can use here also j and I, but for like normal method like have been used like this. You can give any value, like not only j and all, you can give anything also. So this j is there, no, it will take 1, 2 and 3. So j takes, that is j takes the value 1, 2, 3. This it prints. Okay, and when it comes to index value of, this is for index value of 0. Okay, it comes to 1, no, when that index value comes to 1, so that is 1, at that time it prints 4, 5 and 6. So it prints 4, 5 and 6. So this is how it runs. Okay, so first at that time what I will do, I will print number of I and j. So first, like that only, first one loop will run when first it will come off 0. Okay, we will print and show. See, first it comes and enters the inside, that is zeros of thing, and again for all that what all the things it is there inside that, it will print of 1, 2 and 3, and again it terminates after the length become minus, length ends, no, that is till 2 it will take, and it will terminate, that block will get terminated and next thing get ends, and again the for loop runs, that this one, the outer loop runs, inner loop gets end and outer loop runs, okay. So at that time again when it go for 1, again the inner loop will start running and till the length of that. So if you have more, no, it will print more, whatever the number, till the length of that it will print. See, I'll give some other number like 14 and 10. If I run, see, this is how it runs. You guys just practice once, so at that time you will come to know. So I'll give some 2 to 3 questions in the programmatical class, so you will come to know. Are you cleared with this concept, guy? Hello? Guys, replies, guys. Okay. Okay, I'll move on. So next is so this is also done. Yeah, coming to OOPS, that is object oriented programming. See, Java is an object oriented programming. Why like it is all it is been created like developed like using we'll be using called as methods and everything. We'll be using we'll create an object for everything and we'll be doing. So here are some advantages, and like here are some advantages. You can go through this, okay? So this is just for your reference. You can go through this, and I will also be sending the notes. So Java is an object oriented program. While means we'll be creating everything inside the objects, and we'll use some like objects to store the data, and we'll use the methods. So coming to first, what is class? We have some topics inside that. So what all the topics are there? No, first topic is class and object. So what is the meaning of class and what is object? So I'll be like inside the class we have something called as attributes and so on. Like we'll be using. So I'll tell you in the example only, so you will come to know. So here is one short example. You can go this like how to create a class first. So this one I have already told. It's okay. I'll tell you like what is class and how to create a class. And next is an object. So first I'll show you what is a class and thing. So I'll create another package that is called as OOPS. So here I'll be going, we'll create main. So have given a class name called as main, okay. So here what we'll do is, so this is how we will be creating a normal class. So that class name I'll be showing over here. See, class name, that it should contain how we will be creating class name means we should not we should give some specific name for that class. So using that only we'll be giving, okay. So inside that like again also we should not we cannot use like how it we will tell, we cannot use the like keywords and all. Keywords name cannot be given. For example, okay, wait. So this is our normal class we'll create and we'll print, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I have taken one main method. So, like normal class, you know first itself how to create a class. Now we will be creating an object, okay? So, how we create object, why we need object, for that I will be telling like how to create an object. See, object has been created by the same class name, that is this one. So you should use the same class name. If how, and I will also explain the, first I will explain the syntax of the object. See, object, and you will ask like what is object, but like first I will tell you what is object. Okay, object is like nothing but, for example, if you have one, I'll take one car. Okay, one car. For that car you have like some things like what I can tell, any example which I can give is yeah, some parts, so on it will be. I'll tell you in the example, guys, so you will come to understand properly. Wait, I'll open Eclipse. For example, what I'll take. First, I'll create one object, that is using first is class name, that is main, and class name. Next is the object name. Object name you should give. I'll give some object 1, and using new keyword, should use a new keyword while creating a class, and class name. Okay, this is how you create an object. So when you create an object, no, I'll give some properties over here, something called as string. I'll put name is equals to Punit, and int age is equals to 23, and something like donate of color, so on. Like these are two things which have been taken. Okay, guys. So this is a normal two example which have been taken. So here this one is no. This main is class name, and this is object name, and the new keyword will be using to create a new object. Creation of this is creation of object, guys. using main name only, here this creation of object will be done. So why we need this? See, usually we have two things, okay, local variables and global variables. So, till now we used to do it inside the main method. So when we want to, when we put that this thing na, when we create an object, we cannot use the main, like suppose if I put this inside the main method, no, it won't run, this program will not run. See, it throws an error. You cannot run. It is throwing some error. So at that time, what you should do? So while creating an object, you should put outside only. That is, you should put it globally, and then you should access. So how inside that only? Like I'll tell you what is global, and what is local. So and all, like I'll tell you in that in the next class. So if I want to call this and if I want to print this, right, I'll take object, first object, object 1 of name, this name, to print name. So using object reference you are printing the name. Again similar for age also, age. I'll run here. See, you are getting an output. So how we create a classes? Using the class and using a class keyword and the name which we will be giving. So that name should be start with in capital. So this one I have told in previous class only. So name should start in capital letter, and again if you are using any other thing here, it should start with capital thing. So and while saving also you should be saving like main.java, like you should save like that only. See here I have saved main.java. Okay, so the class name and this class name and the file name should be same, then only the program runs. If the class name and the file name is not same, see, I will put main, or else I will put, wait, you will tell, the class name and the file name is not same, it won't run, execute. So class name and the file name, first point is class name and the main the file name should be same, then only it runs. Okay, so this is like classes, nothing but kind of a blueprint. Okay, like the definitions and all you can learn. So I will be explaining the definitions also, or else you will get confused. See here, class and object. Everything in Java is absolute within with classes and objects. So everything whatever you write in Java, it will be in class and object. Along with this attributes and methods. So we along with this attributes and methods, I will tell you what is attribute. Attributes is nothing but the thing which you will be using to write. Okay, so I will tell you like that, variables, methods, so on. So here in real life, car is an object. Okay, so I told as example, for example, I told you at that time, na? So car is one object. So for that object, you will be giving some attributes such as weight, color. So car, what color it is, and what is the weight of that things, and all will be given now. And methods such as drive and like for example, what I can take, drive and brake, for example speed. So the movement, whatever the movement that thing should be given is, the activity that is done is by method. But only the when you are initializing that color or weight, that is nothing but attributes. That is what which we are initializing na, int of x is equals to 5, that one. Suppose any motions or any other things, sorry, for example we are been calculating, or will be giving the one functionality, or that car from moves towards left to right and all, means that one will be using methods. To do that will be using methods. So that we have mentioned like this. Classes and it's nothing but class is a blueprint. Okay, as I told, it is a blueprint. Just see, for example, if you are building any building, you need a blueprint, like how it we should construct. So like that. So without this, no, see, without this, just it is a blueprint. Using a class name, it is a blueprint. Okay, we use class keyword, and I told you, no, the method name and the file name and the class name should be same. So inside that I have given one property. That's it. This is a simple example, guys. And what is object, like how we create an object, why we are creating an object. To the call this from here to here, we will be creating a main we should use class, that is class name, object reference, and the object name. This is class name, this is object, and this one the main keyword. This is a keyword, guys. I'll make it as right. This is a keyword, and again using like class name, we are creating an object over here. The creation of object ends here. So using this object name, we are calling this integer value, that is object reference. Okay, so there are more examples like in the same thing how we can call and all. So there are different things which I have already told you, but I'll again repeat it. See, there is a different types of initialization. This is only declaration. Okay, I have only declared the names. When I only declare the names and if I run, it will show you null and 0, because the default value of string is, there are some default values for every data types. So the default value of string is null, and integer is 0. So on you will be having for everything. For example, double, I'll give something x, y, x I'll just, this is the second scenario, guys, please note down. So what I'll do is, I print x. See, the default value of that is 0.0. So every data type, it has their own values, guys. The default value, suppose, and again here we will see, I'll show you the example. This is declaration just a minute. Declaration here, initialization plus declaration, so that is initialization and declaration. This one is only declaration. Okay, so in this line, initialization and declaration is done in the same line, but if I want to initialize this, the thing for the value for the string name is, I can also initialize like this, that is using object reference dot name, that is what I'll give. Yeah, see, this is declaration using object declaration using object reference. Reference. So this is how we declare, guys. So you came to know how we will be using. So here I have only declare, not declaring. I'll initializing using object reference. So declared and have already declared, and I am initializing using object reference. So there are different types of initialization. Okay, there are different types of initialization. That is, I'll tell you in the tomorrow's class. So first, what all the things it is there. So there are 4 things. So no need to worry about that. I'll be telling. So and again, we can create multiple objects. Okay. Here we can create multiple objects. For example, let this be, okay, let this be object only. For example, I have one car, main. No, okay. I'm working in one company, I think. You think so? Like that is called as something TVS, or like Bitstream I only. TVS, I'll put TVS. It's a bike showroom or anything. There they are taking my biodata or anything. So that is one thing. That employee name they are taking. You think so? That is, we should use new keyword main main. So this is my second object. So if I want this is second object, this is first object. Okay, so I'll remove all this. Yeah. So using second object, that is TVS dot name, I'll give what any bike name which I can give, that is what I can give. What all the bikes name? Any ideas, guys, which you can give? Okay, I'll give TVS enter. Okay, I'll give TVS enter. Okay, and I will change this age to year. Year value to 2000 or and this one to cost. Okay, the cost will be, or price, anything you can give. I'll give so on. I'll give. So if I want to print that, and again I will be using there are many bikes now, so why we will be using similar thing is, no, there are many bikes that has different names, and but the model will be same. At that time model will be same and the cost will be same. So the launch of year is same and the cost also will be same. At that time what we will be doing is we will be creating the different object, like TVS and other companies also are there, right? For example, I'll take XYZ only. So Y and Z. This is third object. Sorry, this is second. Okay. Third object, and this is fourth object. So at that time, what I'll do, so if I want to print the first object, this is first object. How I'll print is, okay, this one I'll be telling you in the tomorrow's class, guys. I think the class is timing is going to end, I think so. Okay, I think it will automatically cut down or what. I'll explain that tomorrow.